Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day. Nothing more, just a brand new day. I mean, there's hope and promise, and there's terror and violence, and you know, it's a day. So thumbs up for that. Yeah. Things are just happening in life. For the daily Shelton, Washington weather report, plague rat report, and spider report for the weather, it looks like it may be kind of sunny, but it's also hard to tell. Kind of a diffuse light, so it could be just morning, could be clouds. Hard to say. I haven't been outside yet. It happens. For the plague rat report, of course, I went out walkies last night, and it's... I had to walk in, of course, behind this one person who her mask was her scarf that she pulled up, and her two kids kids are super spreaders anyway. I mean, they can't help it. It's part of what you do growing up. You learn and grow, and until then you're non-hygienic. It happens. They didn't have masks, so yeah, all I can do is try my best. For the spider report, though, over in the corner, the orb-weaving garden spider is working up a storm. When I first came in this morning, I had forgotten to turn on the space heater for nighttime because it gets cold at night, and I don't want my hamsters and stuff to freeze. Well, I haven't seen any of my hamsters up this morning, so hopefully they're just cold. It didn't get freezing, it was just a little bit on the chilly side. And the spider, she was just huddled up into a ball on the wall. But I turned on the space heater to warm things up, and now she's zooming and booming around her orb and getting it all fixed up. And as soon as it gets a little bit warmer, of course, I'm turning that thing off because it's still summer and it gets hot. But nighttime it gets cool. Thumbs up for that. My hamsters will be okay. They're just sleeping right now. Thumbs up for that. Past that, though, I am, of course, tugging on my shirt because I am neurotic, and what can I say? I'm just that kind of guy. There's really no such word as neurotic. I mean, there is such a word as neurotic, but there's no real, in medical terms, neurotic is not a word that really means anything. Things change in time, and words that mean one thing can be seen as not useful and dropped, and that has apparently been what happened. Thumbs up for that. Now, what I really wanted to talk about here is a movie that I haven't seen, but I watch videos, and one of the channels that I watch is he breaks down generally horror films to talk about them. What's going on in them, why, the things that will be happening in the realm of the universe, and what this means for the people that live there. And then talking about his feelings on this and how well it works. I'm going to kind of ruin this movie if you haven't seen it, and I hadn't even heard of it until I watched this analysis of it. But it's called, like, The Ruin. And it is a tale about a bunch of primarily American tourists who end up going to, like, I cannot remember. It is some South American type place. Could be just in Mexico, could be in South America, could be in one of the countries between the North and South Americas. I didn't listen hard enough for that, but it's an area that has, like, ruins in it. They could be Mayan ruins, could be Olmec ruins, could be anything, I don't know. But these tourists were at a normal tourist spot, and they met up with, it could have been bad, it was a German guy, and he said, hey, I'd like you to come with me to these ruins, and then they go with him, and then they all head off to there. You'd think it could be bad, that the German guy is a bad thing, but no, he's a victim like all the rest, because now here's where I spoil the movie for you. Everybody dies. Every single one of them. And the point of that is not just, torture porn, like a lot of movies of this type are. This is something more, because it's a horror flick, and it's a cosmic horror flick. Because when they get to this ruin, they discover that they're trapped. When they get there, they can't leave. Because the people that live in this area, they look like you and me, except, they would be native to that area, darker skin and all that, but they live in that area and they have modern stuff. They have bows and arrows, yeah, but they also have guns. And when the tourists try to leave the ruins, they get arrowed, and one of them gets shot in the head. They cannot leave the ruins. They have to stay there. And they discover why they have to stay. Because all of these vines that live on the ruins with these flowers on them, oh yes, they're all alive. And they're hungry. And these people, some of them just get dragged off into the underbrush. And when that happens, yeah, they die, but you don't die easy or fast or painlessly. And it's a tale of these people's realization that we're not going to suddenly win. We're not going to have a last-minute break and survive. We're all going to die here. And yeah, they do. Because even the ones that aren't immediately dragged off, or aren't just arrowed and shot by the people who will not let them leave, you get to see some of them having to survive for a time, and you can see the writhing vines inside of their bodies and under their skin as it moves inside of them. And yeah, they all die. But as the person pointed out, very, very much so, cosmic horror type movie, because the natives there that are keeping them, and I say natives, I just mean native to the area. I mean, if it was a tale about happened in my area, it would be the natives. We are quote unquote, I am quote unquote native to this area because I live here. They are native to that area because they live there. So they've obviously been dealing with this thing for a time. They know that it needs sacrifice to be kept calm. Is it just so that the village is kept peaceful and happy? Or is it to keep the thing from getting out and killing everyone everywhere? And you may think to yourselves, why haven't these people gone for help? But the questions it comes up with a million questions like that. Why haven't they gone for help? Maybe they have. There's only like 3 or 4 native types that are there stopping them from leaving. And they're all pretty older. Maybe environmental storytelling. They have tried to do something. And now this is all that's left that can make sure that people stick around. So yeah, that is a true cosmic horror type thing, because it is a person, object, place, or situation beyond our comprehension. What is happening with these vines? Why are they alive? Why are they killing us? Why can't we leave? What will happen? Doing or simply being there, being beyond comprehension with no regard for human life or safety. What is happening? Why do they have to? But they all do. I sort of want to see this one, even after knowing and watching this thing to the end and telling you about it and ruining it for you. So hopefully you watch this as well. You only know the rough outline. If you watch it, it will all be a surprise to you. But the thing I really like about that is it shows, once again, my framework that I made for cosmic horror, everything stories. I tried to make something that would work for every single type of thing. And the more I take a look at stuff, it's like, yeah, I came up with a framework that fits everything. I mean, that cosmic horror tale, that's just a creature of power in this particular And so, cool, very good. I mean, that's one of the rousing type adventure tales that could be told using this framework. But my framework, it even goes with comedies. Anything where there's even just coincidences, amazing coincidence, romantic comedies where people get together against the odds. That falls into the framework of the cosmic horror pantheon multiverse. Thumbs up. I mean, everybody in the world can come up with their own. I'm not saying I did anything special. I just did something that pleases me and hopefully pleases you as well as I tell you about it. Definitely a thumbs up. Because, yeah, that's definitely... I mean, I know I've done a horrible job of telling you about it this morning. I'm extemporaneous off the top of my head. No scripting. I've only been up for about an hour. I've got ADHD, and so... But hopefully it sounds intriguing enough. Hopefully I haven't just been boring enough. And in the little bit of time there, I want to answer more of these questions so that I can have more questions from people as well. Lucifer asks, what is and was your favorite genre of music? Am I more of a cat or dog person? Well, when it comes to music, I don't really have a favorite genre, because if I like something, I will listen to it regardless of whether it's my favorite or least favorite. And yeah, there are some genres that I tend to fall into more often, but even that, it might be a large area of interest this week, and then next week it's shrunk down to here while something else has become good. I mean, for a time, I was really into music from the 1950s and early 60s. Now, not so much. And I really like Uriah Heep from the 70s, their concept albums where it tells a story from beginning to end. I like a whole bunch of, God's above. There's reggae is awesome. I like a bunch of rap stuff. I even like country and western. I grew up listening to the Sex Pistols and such like that. As long as it's not something I actively hate, I will listen to it. And the only thing I actively hate are some types of country music, some types, and it's more the what they sing about rather than what the song sounds like that makes me so upset. And the same with like the country music, and then there's other forms where it's just I'm not all that interested in this, that, or the other, depending on what's being said and how it's being said. So, but it's good. It's good to like everything. Don't just like everything indiscriminately. When it comes to stuff like that, and I wanted to talk about this as well, they talk about this in food, but it works in life as well. There's two types of fancy French words for like food eating and all that. You can be a gourmet or you can be a gourmand. And I am terrible at pronunciation, so I probably pronounce gourmand absolutely incorrectly. But one of them is you are very discriminating. The gourmet, you're discriminating. You want to make sure it's good. You don't massively eat a lot of it because you're not eating to stuff yourself full. You're eating for pleasure, or you're eating for sustenance, not just to cram as much into yourself as you can. And then there's the gourmand, which is more, now this is again dealing with just memory, so I could have gotten things incredibly wrong. This is my interpretation thereof. But you're more interested in quantity over quality and such like that, where you're just taking everything in instead of being discriminating. And when it comes to music and such, I'm more of a gourmand in that I'll listen to anything. If it's got some catch in it, if it's got something into it that I like, then hell yeah, I'll listen to it. So, and as well though, at the same time, I'm also one of those people that likes difficult music. Because if a song is really, really easy listening, nice to listen to, and there's some pop groups I listen to that are like that, it goes into one ear and out the other, and it doesn't leave anything behind. Yeah, it was nice to listen to, but can you even really remember it once it's gone? No. I like the songs that are harder to listen to. They got spikes. They kind of hurt. They leave runnels and tunnels as they go through and dig. They got the spikes and they leave holes. You have to actively work for it. But when you do work for it, the rewards are so awesome. And I love difficult music. So, what can I say on that? And really quick, dog person or cat person? I am a cat person. I like all animals. I've had dogs in my life. My housemates have dogs. It's a fine dog. But when it comes to what reaches into my heart, it's cats. I'm a cat person. Excuse me. As stated, for a time, I mean, even I and my wife, we had 2 Papillon dogs. So, and we got a cat again. And so I back to cats. And then I've got Amelia right now. So it's good. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Thank you very, very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count in American Sign Language, this is the good hand. I don't know why I was having trouble with this. This is the hand that I'm fighting with again. Don't sever your nerves. Please don't. It's not a good thing to do. But anyway, now that I've gotten all confused on that one, let me call up my Chrome and let's get started. So we have Clancy Guy, thumbs up and thank you. Fat Tiki, thumbs up. Callum Cartini, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in comments. Bondarev, thumbs up and thank you. We have Corb, greatly appreciated. Chris, good to see you in the comments. Adam Doran, thumbs up and thank you. We have Long Nose, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, again, good to see you as well. Ronan Hindmarsh, thumbs up. J Visuals, greatly appreciated. Swag Toast Productions, hello. Elder Wolf 569, thank you very, very much. Joseph Langshaw, greatly appreciated. And then we have Christopher Thomas, thumbs up and thank you. And then there's question mark, thumbs up. Ari Capistarant, I do halfway recognize you and remember, so thumbs up and thank you. And Lucifer, greatly appreciated, good to see you. We have Pluto, thumbs up. And then there's Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Top Nep, how about that? It's good to know. El Perturb, well, I can't pronounce it, plus it's from Pat over 24 hours ago. So 24 people left me comments. Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. Get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Definitely a thumbs up, a good thing. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out, but didn't want to send money to one of those 2 places, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you wanted to help me without sending money, I have an Amazon wish link as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated, and I would understand if you didn't wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I have this video, I have a video I need to record, edit, and render. I got at least 1 phone call that I should make. So, I got stuff I need to get done. I do want to tidy up. I gotta make sure my hamsters are okay. So, I haven't heard anything from him. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And please, practice your self-care. Practice your social distancing. Wear a mask. And Black Lives Matter. And, good golly, Miss Molly, justice for everyone. Just the other day, a black man was trying to stop a fight between two white women. When the cop showed up, he realized help was here, so he turned to walk to his car to leave, and the cop shot him 7 times in the back. Thank God he survived, but these monsters are out of control.